And we are back. I am back, unfortunately alone this time, as Krupp does have to go to bed. She is based in the land of Europa, Europe, and it is currently midnight there in the land of Poland. And the other ducklings, unfortunately, are asleep. They are unavailable, but regardless, we wanted to dive into our next tournament. It is, of course, Berserker Team League NA Season 3. Division Valhalla. That is, of course, the pro division, and the Ducklings, we did well enough to make it to the playoffs. If you want to tune into our progress and our round robin stage and all the series that we played against License to Kill, Apprentice Esports, Genesis Gaming, Unidos por el Vicio, Infernales Esports, it's all on our Twitch channel. The VODs are all available there, and we had some pretty amazing series. And now we have a rematch. Oh boy. License to Kill were one of the few teams that were able to knock us down. To be fair, it was one of our first series, and we didn't have the best matchups, to be honest. Some of the big things were the first time that we played, Starduck went up against their Terran player Kozin in the PvT, and Starduck hates PvT with a passion. The other things that I recall were, I think we had some other unfortunate matchups as well that just didn't really line up with what our players are best at. And we'll see if something similar happens here. As we have our matchup. We have our lineup, I should say. Boom, as we quickly switch scenes here. Here we go. We have all of our players. We have our maps. We're going to be fielding our Latin American roster here. Ryu, Neo, and Erik, alongside the captain of Berserker Team League for the CranKy Ducklings, Oreo, our Australian Zerg player. What I will say is, unfortunately, we don't have Starduck with us here for this series. I do think that because of that, because we don't have Starduck and because we don't have Patty Mac, this isn't our strongest roster. Feels bad, man. I know Patty Mac was unavailable this week because of Thanksgiving. He did travel back to his home state to be with his family, and he left his PC at home, or at his university, since he does, you know, study in a different city that his parents are in. So because of that, Patty Mac couldn't be a part of that, couldn't be a part of this, so honestly, feels bad, man. Because of Thanksgiving, we couldn't have our strongest roster, but still, we have some goddamn good players. Meanwhile, License to Kill, mate, they fielded their boys. They're all there. Rocker, Rhizer, Binski, and Kozin. Oh, boy. They are back. And we'll see how this goes. I'm a little bit concerned for a couple of reasons here. You know, we can get into this. Meanwhile, you can see I have since moved from the lovely beaches of Cancun, and now we are here in Battle City, mate. This is where things are about to go down in Valhalla. Ryu versus Rocker on Berlingrad. Ugh, ZVP, it's a pretty small map. I'm worried. I'm worried for one reason. Ryu, he's great at ZVP. He's great at late game ZVP. He's always going for the late game, always going against that Skytoss army. He is weakest against Twilight Council openers and early aggression, early ground toss pushes. And on Berlingrad, mate. Oh, I don't know if Ryu's gonna have a chance to get to that late game. Meanwhile, second series, TVP. Neo, despite hating TVP, it's actually his best matchup right now, so Neo could have a chance, but it's no secret that Neo is our weakest player, so for him to go up against Rhizer, that's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, not gonna lie. Meanwhile, Curious Minds, Erik got up against Binski. Curious Minds is a good map for Zerg, but ZVT is Erik's worst matchup. He is not fond against playing against Terran. It has always been his bane in Latin America, specifically Kelizer and Special, right? Erik has struggled against them historically. So, I know he wanted a ZVZ, or even a ZVP. He would have loved a Protoss. Terran, I don't know. I don't know, mate. Meanwhile, Oreo versus Kozin, easy Oreo win. easy. I do feel like Oreo, he's been working a lot on his matchup against Terran. He's really strong at it right now. He's the best Zerg player in all of Australia. I do think that Oreo will have a good time against Kozin if we get there. We have to get to game 4 for that to happen. So, oh boy. we'll see how we do here as we're going to be diving into a best of 5. This is a Pro League format, so all of these matches are obviously best of 1s to add to the overall best of 5. Mein Gott. Meanwhile, if you're interested, this is only one of our semifinal matches. The other semifinals was Genesis Gaming up against Apprentice Esports. Honestly, I feel like we got a little bit unlucky. I feel like the CranKy Ducklings were favored against Apprentice Esports and Genesis Gaming. License to Kill, they're a strong team. I would say the strongest team out of all of us, out of all 4 of us. But this is a chance at redemption. This is a chance at a rematch. We have to be able to come back here. If we want to be the best team in North America, we got to beat License to Kill. Oh boy. I guess I'll get water. Shake Funada Yaku. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. As we are going to be diving into game number 1. Okay. All right. Let's go. Oh god. Meanwhile, I just realized Kuro is still in my party. There we go. There we go. We are diving into our first game. It is, of course, going to be our ZVP on Berlingrad. Oh boy. Berlingrad game 1. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Berlingrad ALE, we have the green Protoss player, the first player for License to Kill LTK. It is Rocker. Or Wrecker in the chat. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Berlingrad ALE, we have our red Zerg player representing the CranKy Ducklings, hailing from the land of Peru. It is Ryu. The Street Fighter himself recently got top 4 in Latin America and going for a pool first. I almost said 12 pool just because I instinctually want to say that, but it is a pool first opening. This will get scouted by Rocker, by his probe scout, so he will confirm this. He should be working on a wall, should be safe and sound at home. Should take this seriously. Oh my, as Ryu even goes for a pool gas opener. Very aggressive here, delaying his natural base by quite a bit. Okay, so not the most aggressive opener, but it makes sense because we are on Berlingrad. And oh my god, Rocker even goes for a Nexus first here. Just delaying that wall by quite a bit. Goes for a Forge even. Oh, this is disgusting. Going for a Nexus Forge opening. So this is a kind of economic cannon rush. He can cannon rush across the map, but of course he has a Nexus behind this. The Lings are coming out. We'll see what gets done though. There are only 4 Lings, not 6. Oh god, I'm a little bit worried here for Ryu. Forge is about to finish up. There's a full wall off at home, but Ryu shows up with his Overlord and confirms the Forge. He is well aware of the potential for cannons. And will he see the probe? He will find the probe. Hold position probe is not good enough. It will go down. Lings are just confirming to make sure there are no cannons at the 3rd base. They will confirm. And this is essentially, this has been becoming a little bit popular recently. We've seen it even in ESL Open Cup Asia. Yaku should be familiar with this. It is kind of like a Forge Fast Expand in a way. We have a full wall off, and this is a great way to get into Skytoss. As the Cybercore is on the way. Obviously, it was delayed, due to this Forge. But again, it is a way to open up safe. You have a full wall off, so Lings aren't going to do anything. And you're forcing the game to go at least into the mid game. And I'm really curious to see what Ryu does with this. Ryu is a little bit behind because of his late hatchery, because of his opener overall. He does have Link Speed on the way, but Link Speed honestly isn't going to do too much here. He's actually just scouting. He's actually looking for ninja bases, which I love, by the way. He's trying to make sure his opponent isn't being too greedy, just to make sure there's no ninja. We'll confirm no proxies either. We'll find another probe on the map. Beautiful. And this probe, there's no way back home. It will go down. A couple of shots will go off on the Lings, and one Ling will go down. Oh, but only one as we see the Stargate. No Warp Gate in production. So, again, this is just a way to get into Skytoss, to get into those Void Rays. Meanwhile, we do have a couple of Adepts on the way as well to be aggressive across the map. Thankfully, Ling speed is done and we have a wave of Lings, so these Adepts shouldn't find too much damage if Ryu is on point with his scouting and on point with diving on that army. Meanwhile, this is interesting. Oh my god, +1 melee is on the way. Not... okay. Wow. Are we going to be seeing charge at some point here? I am curious as to what Rocker is doing. So, fun fact. I believe Ryu went up against Rocker the first time we played. The first time we played in the round robin stage of this tournament. And Ryu crushed Rocker in the late game. Like, Rocker was allowed to go into Skytoss, into Carriers, into Mothership, into Storm, everything he wanted. And Ryu just picked him apart with Viper control, with Corruptors. But now we see a very different dynamic. Especially because even Ryu is going for +1 melee. Oh my god. So Ryu is going to be committing a lot more to Ling Bane here instead. Is unable to scout his opponent, unfortunately, so he doesn't know the follow-up. He doesn't know about that hidden Twilight Council. Because +1 is on the way, I have to imagine this is for, as well as Warp Gate, I have to imagine this is for either Blink or Charge. All 4 gases have been taken. This is going to be complemented by a decent amount of Void Rays in the air. We have Dark Shrine? Oh my god. Regardless of what's coming out, we need a Roach Warren. Ryu is unaware. He doesn't know. He has Ling Bane. Ling Bane can be okay, to be fair, but it's not ideal. At least he confirms there's no third base. So he's aware of that. But again, this 2-base all-in is going to be insane. We have 4... We're going to have 7 gates! 7 gateways! With a Dark Shrine. Which means we're going to have DTs, which also means we have potential for Archons. Archons are what you want against Ling Bane. Oh boy. I'm getting more and more concerned here. Rocker is trying to take a third base. He finally breaks free from his natural as he takes down that cannon. Sorry, that forge. What am I saying? That gateway even. Ryu has eyes on this. He will confirm that Rocker is trying to take another base. And Ryu should be on top of this. We should be seeing these Lings respond and try and deny this third. My god, +2 is on the way. We have Blink for the DTs! What is happening? Oh my god. We are gonna have a lair, so we're gonna have mobile detection. Again, the biggest thing that terrifies me are Archons. Archons are just gonna be insane. But here we go. DTs are going across the map. We do have spores in each of the bases. We even have a spine. But 4 DTs could deal a lot of damage, especially with Blink. My god. Meanwhile, Ryu is getting his 3rd up and running. His 4th is on the way as well. Like, his economy is looking decent. But I'm just worried because he's just going Queen Ling Bane. There's the Hydra Den finally to help round things out. We'll see if he can get there as the Void Rays are on the way towards the 4th base. The Queens are already here in position. The Void Rays are going to find no damage. And yeah, I'm just shocked by the +2. +2 Blink, +2 Blink DTs. Like, I was expecting with these upgrades, I was expecting a Twilight Council upgrade. I was expecting Blink or Charge or something. But no, we don't have anything. This is so odd. This is so innate. I'm ready to just see what Rocker has to offer here and how well it does. Ooh, as the Queens do catch the Void Rays. One of the Void Rays getting very low here. Nice positioning. Meanwhile, the DTs are kind of revealing themselves. Oh no, Ryu doesn't notice. DTs are on the way. There's one Spore, but the Spore can very easily be focused down. At the same time, Link try to go for a run by. DTs do reveal themselves defensively, and oh god, they show up. DTs all over the place. And is this it? Is this game? Oh my god, the third base is going to go down. Overseers are on the way, but it's not going to be fast enough. The hatchery falls. Potentially 2 hatcheries will fall. And with +2 kicking in, yep. Oh god, the transfuse isn't enough. It's not enough. 2 hatcheries go down. The DTs, they paid for themselves. They more than paid for themselves. Ryu is all in. Oh god. This is disgusting. All the DTs survived as well. +2 DTs. Oh god. I can't show the economic graph right now. Thankfully, Ryu had a 4th base, so he's on 2 base economy compared to the 3 base Protoss. We have more DTs, by the way. They're the Archons, and this is the problem. We don't have enough to deal with Archons right now. It's just not there. Hydras are okay, but with this amount of Archons, it's not going to be enough, mate. 8 Archons, Jesus. And there's Charge. This is what we were waiting for. And now Rocker's coming in across the map again. Because it's Berlingrad, counterattacks do not take long whatsoever. In comes the Archons with the slow lots and the Void Rays. It's a weird composition, but it's working. It's pushing on through. Oh, God. Ryu completely bamboozled. He had no idea what was coming his way. He wasn't ready for the DTs. G gets called and Rocker takes game 1. Oh, my God. That was wild. GG. Welcome to North American StarCraft. See, this is what we were missing in NA Apprentice. This is what we were missing. We were missing +2 Blink DTs. And again, Ryu, he was trying to scout, but the Void Rays were doing a very good job at denying any kind of Overlord. He was also kind of being hard countered because he was going Lingbane Hydra instead of Roach into Hydra or Roach into Corruptors. And yeah, just like that, because of the upgrades, it didn't take too long for those DTs to kill 2 hatcheries. And escape, by the way. That's the important part. The DTs didn't just kill hatcheries, they all went back home and they all turned into Archons. Like, that was insane. Absolutely insane. That was what I was worried about. Like, honestly, I think it was very smart from Rocker. I do think that Ryu is the better late game player. So if it did go to the late game, Ryu would be in his element. But we didn't get into late game, right? Rocker just dominated everything early and mid, and wow. What a game 1. What a game 1. And honestly, that doesn't bode well for us. I feel like we needed this win if we wanted to get to game 4. We'll see how we do, as now it is time to dive into game number 2. It is going to be the TVP. Our Terran player is going to be coming out. Our boy Neo up against the Protoss. Oh boy. And that's the thing about LTK. That's the thing about License to Kill. They got a lot of very strong NA Protoss. And speaking of NA Protoss, here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the American Protoss player representing License to Kill. It is Rhizer. Oh boy. And again, I'm very concerned here. Neo, of course, I didn't even introduce him. My mistake. I was too distracted. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player. He is red, representing the CranKy Ducklings. He is not Shaggy. He is Neo. Let's go. So, Neo, again, I said it before, he is our weakest player currently, which is a bit of a shame. Going up against Rhizer. Rhizer is one of the best Protoss players in all of America. He recently got top 2 in Battle of the Americas. He actually knocked out Trigger, and he went all the way in a series against Cham. So Rhizer is a terrifying opponent. But what I also mentioned was that Neo has been, oh god, a little bit mistimed there. Neo has been practicing a lot of TvP and he's been finding a lot of success. Unfortunately though, he was unable to deny entry into his main base. His depot was a little bit late, so Rhizer gets a full scout off, confirming that nothing early and crazy is going on. At least he doesn't find another way into the main. And I'm really curious to see what Neo does, because Neo typically plays mech against Protoss, which isn't common, but I've seen him, like, his go-to style is Widowmine Cyclone, which is interesting to say the least, and he does find mixed success with it. We'll see if that's what he goes for here, or if he has something else in store for us. And Widowmine drops in general can be pretty good. Originally, Starduck was meant to play this map, but he had internet issues. Oh, okay. Kuro in the chat with some knowledge bombs there. Makes sense, because I remember seeing Starduck there, like awake, I should say, which doesn't happen too often. But yeah, he has been having internet issues recently. It looks like he had to give up this map, and Neo was able to sub in. But Starduck also had to forfeit in ANZ Champs because of his internet, so it's a bit of a shame that Starduck has been struggling a little bit there. Aye. But at least Neo was able to dive in and help out the team. Oh boy. Can he fight back though? That is the question. First Adept comes across the map. Ooh, it does get past the Marines. It wants to try and delay the CC. Doesn't commit to the Shade. Gets forced back. And we do have a Stargate opening, not a Twilight Council opening from Rhizer. So looking to be a little bit more aggressive, less standard, less safe and secure. Going to be going across the map with this Oracle. And if this goes unscouted, this is going to deal a lot of damage. This is what I'm concerned about. Neo, he skipped his Reaper. He has no idea what the opener is. He went for an SCV scout earlier, but that's it. So an Oracle could honestly deal a lot of damage. We do have a Widowmine at home to defend, but it's at the wall. It's not in the mineral line. Oh boy. Oracle's coming across the map. The Marines are not in location. We don't have a Cyclone either. We have Hellions, sure, and they're trying to do what they can, but there is no answer for this Oracle. It's gonna deal a devastating amount of damage here in the main. Uh-oh. Unless it gets drawn towards Widowmine. Up. Not quite. Goes for a Revelation instead. Crazy. Neo was ready. If you saw, Neo was ready to evacuate the main base. He knew he had no answer to the Oracle. But Rhizer didn't know. I'm pretty sure he thought that the Widowmine was in the mineral line. So Rhizer gave him a little bit too much respect. Kind of out mind game himself. Neo, meanwhile, is like, oh, thank God. He's like, that could have been bad. that could have been terrifying. But yeah, Neo, a little bit lucky there. A little bit lucky. As the Oracle is coming all the way back. Again, has to be careful because of the Widowmine, because of the handful of Marines. A Viking is able to pop out, so now with this Viking, Neo actually does have an answer to the Oracle. But behind this, Rhizer is transitioning. We do have a Robo on the way. Ooh, Hellions do find a way in. There is one Adept, sorry, 2 Adepts, 3 Adepts even. Ooh, plenty of Adepts to help clean this up. Hellions unfortunately don't find too much, but at least he gets a scout and he confirms that we do have another gate on the way, as well as the Robo in the main. Sorry, in the natural. Honestly, I feel like there was a lot of potential with that Hellion run by. It's a bit of a shame that they were already weakened as they were coming across the map, so they got cleaned up by the Adepts. Meanwhile, Oracle dips in, avoids the Widowmine. Oh boy. 2 SCVs do get picked off. We have the Revelation. Viking does need to respond as he is patrolling here at the main base. Ooh. The Vikings turn around. There we go. The Oracle does get forced away. Meanwhile, what's interesting to me, again, these LTK Protosses are so unique. We have non-stop Void Ray production. It's odd. I guess it makes sense just because he's delayed his Twilight Council by so much. Typically, we would see a Stargate opening into a Twilight Council, and we would see eventually Blink or Charge. But we see none of that. Instead, we have pure Void Ray. Void Ray Immortal, which honestly is pretty good against mech. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing mech. As 2 more factories are thrown down. Let me just quickly check the... Yep. Rhizer sees. He knows. He knows about the mech coming his way. And that's why, even though he went for a Robotics Bay, he's not getting Colossus. Colossus are not what he needs right now. He needs Immortals. I say that. He gets the first Immortal. He's still getting a Colossus. I think this is a bit of a mistake. I don't know what the Colossus is necessarily meant to do against Thors. They can trade well against Hellions, I guess, but yeah, we'll see. Speaking of, yes, I did not misspeak. We do have Thors on the way. We have Thor Banshee in TVP. Okay. A little bit of awkward SimCity there. Thor does get stuck a little bit. Tech Lab has to be taken out. Feels bad, man. Oh no, they're still stuck. They still can't get out. The starport. Oh, Neo, please. Oh, God. Feels bad, man. The Thors are too thick. Like, Neo was more concerned about hiding the production that he just screwed himself. They can't get out. Oh, no. There we go. We do need the starport. It does need to reposition. Oh, that hurts. The army is moving out. The starport does need to land at some point for continued production. Boys are being pulled. And look at Rhizer. He is so set up. We've got cannons. We've got shield batteries on the way. We have void rays. Like, there's no way Neo breaks this. He's gonna try, though. He's gonna try. Let's go. Peruvian moment. Okay, Vikings get a couple of shots off. Thankfully, Rhizer he initially engaged outside of range of all his stack defense. But again, he still has a lot of stack defense. Oh, Widowman's getting picked off. I don't believe there's extended thermal lance, but he doesn't even need a disruptor is coming out. No, the disruptor shot. I see it so clearly. It's gonna go off. No, there's no splits. Oh, decent chunk of the Hellbats to get taken out. Tanks get taken out as well. Boys are being pulled. It is not going to be enough. There are more than enough Void Rays and Colossus. Thors are trying to do what they can, but G gets called. And Rhizer takes game 2 for License to Kill. Oh, GG. That was a rough all-in. Oh, God. GG. Again, to be fair, Rhizer was the favorite player in this series. Oh, sorry, in this game. Neo was trying to do something cheeky, but unfortunately he hurt himself in the end. To be fair, even if he wasn't completely, like, even if his SimCity was perfect, I do think that he wouldn't have been able to break Rhizer anyway, just because of how good Rhizer was with his scouting. Despite the fact that we had a Viking, the Oracles were able to see all the factories as well as the add-ons. So Rhizer knew that all he had to do was defend. He also saw that there was no third base. That's why we saw all those shield batteries and all those cannons. Like, there was no way for Neo to really break that. And he was going to be forced to go into a longer game. He tried anyway, though. He had a build in mind, and he went for it. And in the end, we are down to and again, like, I do think that a lot of any momentum that CranKy Ducklings needed was from Ryu. Like, Ryu needed his series, and it was so unfortunate how his series went. Oh, God. I feel bad for Ryu. I feel like I have to message him after this. But here we go. Now we're diving into game 3. Oh boy, can we do it? Can the CranKy Ducklings fight back? Or is it going to be a swift 3-0? That is the question as we are going to dive in. Oh boy. What does the splash do? Did it splash? Oh. Oh god. The splash is meant to splash the cup. But here we go. We're diving in. Into game number 3 of this best of 5 Pro League format Team League match. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player. He is blue, representing the CranKy Ducklings. Oh my, okay. Just an extractor trick. It is Erik. And spawning in the bottom right hand. Oh god, the bottom right hand corner of Curious Minds LE, but also sending his boys across the map. We have the American Terran representing Team License to Kill. Some know him as the Hamburglar, but it is Binski. Spam this brick because his name's actually Erik. Let's go. We do have the proxy 2-racks across the map. Erik, his initial overlord is not going to scout this at all. Second overlord is rallied towards his natural base, so because of this, he will see the bunkers. So he will have some foresight at least. But he is going for... Oh, he's actually opening up safe as well. He went for a hatch pool opening, not a hatch gas pool. So Erik is kind of... I don't want to say blind countering, because it wasn't a pool first, but he's playing safe. So this is looking okay for Erik. This is looking good. This is looking good. Meanwhile, we have a third SCV coming across the map. It does avoid the Overlord. Raxes are about to finish up, and then we, of course, are going to have Binski head towards that ramp. Marines are on the way. Gases are being taken. And it's all about how much foresight Erik has once Binski pulls the trigger. Overlord is about to get across the map, and if he checks the natural, he will confirm. Doesn't quite... he wants to confirm. No CC. We have a proxy. Erik knows. At the same time, the SCVs reveal themselves. Overlord does have eyes on all of this, but is the wall going to get up? Creep is already being spread here, and we do have a spine on the way. Because of the creep, we can't have a full wall off. We aren't going to see a third bunker. We saw him try to throw it down, but it wasn't able to do so. The boys are being pulled. Drones are pulled off the line, and can he get on top of these Marines? He's trying to zone them out as best he can. Oh, the bunker's going to finish. Oh, God. It looks like one of them will. Oh, no, the drones, the miss micro. Not the best control here from Erik. He will clean up all of these Marines, though. And the drones are going to get back to work. He does it. He holds. The bunkers are done, sure, but there's no way for the Marines to get to the bunkers. We, of course, have a salvage, and the game will continue. Erik will defend, and Binski has to transition at home. Ooh, greedy. He does not go for a factory. He goes straight for the CC instead. Lings are coming across the map. A couple of these Marines are getting caught out, actually. Oh my god. We only have 2 Marines left. Can he get home? It looks like he just barely will get home. He will just barely get on the other side of this wall. Lings were a little bit too slow. Wall gets up. Binski will defend. If that didn't happen, it would have been over. Oh, this is actually scary. Binski is not stopping Marine production. I don't think Erik has noticed. He's going to check the Zelnaga tower. And with this, he should confirm, hold on, the Raxes should be lifted. The Raxes should be flying home right now, and they're not. So this is a little bit scary. The Marine count is getting higher. Erik still has the scout. Oh, he just barely scouts the Raxes. And he will confirm the Marines. As the Marines are going for their second wave. Thankfully, we do have a spine, so... Because the spine did finish, Erik should be fine anyway. The Marines shouldn't force themselves up the ramp. Oh, but you know what Binski does instead? Binski confirms, yo, where's the third base? That's a good question. Where is the third base? There is no third base. Oh my god, we have double factory? What is happening right now? Jesus Christ. Erik sees this, by the way. He scouts both factories. We do have a Roach Warren on the way. And Erik is looking to go for a Roach push. My god. What's throwing me off is the lair. So I thought we were going to be seeing a 2-base Roach all in, and we still may. But the lair throws me off because it shows us that he wants to work on his upgrades and he wants the game to go on longer. So there we go. Finally, we do see a third base thrown down. It is quite late, to be honest. So because of that, Binski has a good chance at getting back into this economically, as he is going mech. You have a blue flame on the way. Raxes finally get back home, but I mean, they're not going to do much. And this game is going to slow down a little bit. Oh boy. Ooh, I love this. So again, Erik, he's well aware of the mech that's coming his way, and because of the fast lair, he can go straight into a spire. And this hasn't been scouted at all. We're gonna need a scan soon. The Overlord is gonna get picked off, which is great here for Binski, but he is in the dark. He needs to figure out what the hell is going on, that mutas are on the way so he can get Mr. Hearts. Does throw down a scan, but doesn't see much. He scans the main, not the natural.
Complete.
He will confirm the lair, and the lair is a little bit sus, right? He's like, ooh, lair, that could mean a couple of things. It could mean a spire. And he also knows that he got scouted, so he has to respect that. Something interesting as well, something that I did not expect, we have Blue Flame, but we also have Stim. So we don't have mech. We have kind of like a hybrid opening here. We're going to be seeing, I imagine, like a Hellbat Marine push with Blue Flame, which is crazy. Oh my god, yeah, there's the third Rax. Okay. So this is scary because Erik is being deceived a little bit. Like, Bio is coming his way. He needs a Baneling Nest more than anything. And I'm sure he will get one once he scouts this if the mutas get across the map, but this is getting a little bit scary. Hellions, they get across the map, they reveal their Blue Flame, they go straight into the middle light. Oh my god, they're roasting up the drones. Thankfully, Roaches did come out in time, so the Roaches will be able to clean this up, but not before 6 drones get picked off. And quickly checking the vision, Binski did see the spire, so there's no excuses. He needs anti-air. Oh my god, the Madman is going for a drop. He's sending all his Marines across the map. Lings show up. Tank, it just barely comes out though, so the tank will be able to push them away. Mutas do dip into the main base, and they're gonna find some damage, but Binski doesn't care. Oh god, can he deny Stim? No, he will not. Stim finishes up. Oh god. That was pretty ambitious there from Erik, and yo, mutas are getting picked off. Oh god, this drop, it's gonna deal a lot of damage. There's nothing at home. The Marines get into the main base. Queen is gonna get taken out. How many drones gonna get taken out as well? Infestation pits get scouted. What do we have to respond? We have Queens and nothing else. Lings are showing up. Roaches are on the way, but Queens are getting picked off left and right. This is a big risk from Binski, but it paid for itself. Again, no mining in the main. At the same time, the mutas are trying to do what they can, but oh god, they're actually fighting the Marines. And they're winning the fight against the Marines. What is going on right now? There were like 5 mutas. 15 SCVs went down. Again, for none of the players for not having game heart, but 15 SCVs went down. My god. To be fair, like 2 of them were due to the proxy earlier, but those mutas they just went ham. Look at him. 9 kills on this muta. 6 kills on the other. These 2 mutas have 15 kills between them. That's crazy. And to be fair, like, why did that happen? Because all the Marines went across the map. So, yeah, they kind of equalized, right? They both killed 15 workers each. So, they kind of tit for tat. But Binski did scout his opponent. He did delay and force a lot of lost injects as well. Killed some Queens. And I do think that Binski has the superior army. Like, he's working on Biotank. And Erik is working with Roaches. He's trying to transition back into Ling Bane. We have melee upgrades on the way, but it's gonna take a while. We still don't have a Baneling Nest, by the way. We're gonna have Infestors with Passion Glands, and that will help, but it's still difficult to break siege lines like this. Like, look at how many tanks there are, because we have 2 factories, like double tank production. It's insane. Like, the tank count is getting out of control. Oh boy. Roaches aren't really what you want against tanks. To be fair, Erik knows that. He's got his hive up. Working on ultras, I don't know if that's what you want, but, you know, ultras are on the way. Fair enough. As well as a greater spire. Erik is being so greedy right now. Jesus Christ. going into Hive and going into Ultra and Greater Spire despite not necessarily needing them. Greedy, mate. I'm still waiting for the Bailey Nest. I'll be real. Infestors are coming out. Erik is pushing out though, and oh god, look at this army though. We'll see. I mean, to be fair, if binski fights outside of the range of his tanks, then I feel like Erik is going to be okay. Oh god. Infestor takes a massive tank shot though. One more shot and he'll go down. He only has 3 Infestors to work with. Again, he's going to try and land the fungal. Up! He does kind of land one. Big chunk of Marines will get picked off. Again, Erik is waiting for the Marines to overextend. Whenever they do, we're going to see a fungal. That is the plan. He wants to slow this down. 41 Lings are on the way. God, but the Terran army is getting closer and closer. The side blockers aren't helping either. Oh boy. Meanwhile, Broodlords are on the way. Crazy! The green is gonna pay off! Oh my god. Let's go. Infestors, please, no! One Infestor gets picked off. Only 2 left. Only 2 more. I almost said only 2 more Fungals. Only 2 Infestors left. Mutas are getting picked off. The Broodlords reveal themselves, and with these Broodlords, Erik should be able to defend Marines. Though they're getting ready to stim on forward, but the Fungals, puppy, he doesn't go for it yet. Yo, binski doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go in. And in comes the Ling Roach Ravager, taking a lot of tank shots. To be fair, the Marines are waiting for their moment. They're waiting for their opportunity, but whenever they edge up too close, the Fungals do connect, and with that, Broodlord Infestor is all you need, mate. Look at how low that hatchery is. It's crazy. 90 HP. Oh, God. Here we go. The Lings, they close the distance. All of these tanks are going to get picked off. At least 2 of them do. The rest of them as well. Oh, and Erik, he's fighting back hard. Ultras are coming out as well, because why not? We have 6 Ultras in production. We even have Ultra upgrades. We have Kindness Plating. We don't have Ultra Speed. We don't need it. God. The Broodlord play was insane. There's no anti-air, so these Vikings are going to clean this up. And the Ultras try to break the siege line. Some questionable moves, not gonna lie. Ultras get picked off. All the Broodlords are gonna get picked off as well. But what's important is that Erik survived, right? Like, that was the purpose of those Broodlords. We have Ultras, and defensively, Ultras are great. They're not great off creep, but if binski tries to push in, like, there is no way. There is no way to push into this army. So binski scans, realizes that, backs off, and just takes another base. Oh boy. Again, trying to push into this army with Ultras isn't the best move, and we saw that. We do have Ultra Speed now though, so Erik will have a bit of an easier time. He just needs a little bit more of that time to rebuild his army. Get those Corruptors out. Ooh, we have a bit of a drop. I love this from binski. We have very little anti-air here from Erik, so going for constant drops, Liberator Harass, all this stuff can do a lot. As we have a bit of a double drop here at the 4th base. Fungal does connect with these medevacs though. Oh my god, but the target fire, he gets the base. Ugh. Erik getting a little bit punished there. binski making some moves happen. Popping off. In Erik we trust. I trust as well, mate. I trust as well. Erik, please. Papi, please. Here we go. Vipers are on the way. I don't know if Erik wants to push out now, though. Again, like, ideally, if you're Erik, you want to wait for the army to come to you. He's going to try and hit the 3rd base. There's only 1 tank in position, to be fair. Ooh, tank gets picked off. And just like that, the rest of the tanks are just nowhere near this army. Oh my god, we even see a mass fungal on the Vikings. Yo, can we get a chain fungal? We didn't even need it. The Ultras are coming in. Oh my god. Erik trading beautifully. He can't break this because the rest of the tanks are here protecting the ramp. So it would be suicide if Erik tried to push into the natural. But denying the third base like this, like recognizing where binski is at his weakest, great moves. Speaking of though, we have Liberators coming out, we have Ghosts, the direct counters to Ultras. Thankfully, Erik is aware of that, and he's already got Corruptors on the way to at least help against the Liberators. And Fungals are what you need against the Ghosts. So all that greed early on when it comes to tech is really paying off. Erik has basically everything he needs. He has all the tools that he needs, I should say. I don't know if I like this. A lot of the Corruptors are being morphed into Broodlords. We'll see, we'll see. There are still a handful of Vikings remaining. So Erik has to be careful not to be punished. Thankfully, he didn't morph all of his Corruptors into Broodlords. This is working on a bit of a kitchen sink build. Meanwhile, I just realized binski has so many Sensor Towers. Jesus Christ. In comes the army. Nice positioning on these Corruptors. One of the Liberators gets taken out. It looks like the second will as well. The Ghost incredibly out of position. The rest of the army is finally responding to this, but it's a little bit too late. I say that. Erik is committed. The Broodlords are here. We have a mass fungal on all the Ghosts. Oh my god. The Ultras are getting low though. They're getting picked off as they get closer towards the tanks. Can he get them? Can he get the Ghosts? Oh my god, the SimCity, the Ghosts do get away. They snipe the Ultras. And with the death of those Ultras, looks like binski defends once again. Oh boy. And this is brutal. This was a very expensive loss. We have a fungal, which is nice. We needed the fungal earlier. All the Ultras and Broodlords get taken out. binski doesn't have enough to counterattack though. Thankfully for Erik. Because Erik almost has nothing left. He has to rebuild. But yeah, we were just lacking a couple of fungals. More lings would have been great as well to get on top of those Ghosts. Erik recognizes that. He's going for a bit of a ling run by. Yo, there's nothing here at the 4th. Or the 5th. Oh my god, as this ling run by Yo, can he get the planetary? It looks like he just barely will. Wow, the planetary gets killed just before it finishes. But at the same time, in comes the main army. Decent fungal. Do we have enough Ultras though? There are only 3. When I say 3, I mean 2. Soon to be 1. As the Ultras are getting picked off one after the other. Oh god. Erik doesn't have enough to defend. The Leagues have to come back home, puppy. Come back home. Erik, please. Oh, he goes for another base instead. Very risky. He will get it. But this army is he's just going to keep going. He's going to get another base. Oh god, no, the infestors. Come back home, please. They do manage to get away. Ultras are coming out. Oh god, but Erik, he's not turning around. Finally, he's coming back home. Is it going to be enough, though? The Ultras are having a hard time. Oh god, they're getting sniped left and right. Oh, but in come the Lings. We have the full surround. And finally, with the Lings returning home, Erik is able to defend. Isn't able to deal with the medevacs, but he does what he can. Oh god, the fungals aren't enough. Oh, Parabomb? Let's go. Infestors? I mean Vipers? They want it. They want it so bad. Can they get it? Can they get the parasitic bomb? Up! Yo, gets 1, gets 2. Not bad. Not bad at all. Finally, we kind of have some anti-air. And now that all is said and done, where are we? Erik, you know, he lost 2 hatcheries, but he killed 2 of the CCs, and those CCs mattered so much more for binski. We can see he has no mineral bank. He just doesn't have an economy. He can't rebuild his army. He has a pretty strong army, but over time, like, he will be overwhelmed by the Zerg. He just doesn't have enough. This space here to the top right is incredibly important here for binski. Meanwhile, here we go, he's moving out. Erik, he's giving up another base because he's not turning around with his main army. This is so risky what Erik is doing, by the way. Like, he keeps trading base for base, which I guess he can afford to, kind of. He gets the planetary. Uh-oh, the infestors, Fungal puppy! 1, 2, no! 3 of them get taken out, 4! All the infestors go down! Uh-oh. Viper gets sniped as well. We only have 1 spellcaster remaining. The supplies are evening up. Oh, we have the power bomb! Yo, and the parasitic bomb takes out 2 of those medevacs. Erik. Erik, please. He lost another 2 hatcheries. He has 0 mining right now. And Binski does. That's the problem. Binski is out mining Erik. He's got the top right. It's a planetary now. And Erik has no idea. He doesn't know about this base. Oh boy. Also, 3-3 just finished up for the bio. Like, oh boy. Binski's army is still looking decent. Like, if Erik had his infestors, 100% I would favor Erik. But he lost all 6 of his infestors. He just wasn't paying attention. And because of that, like, his army is lacking a little bit. And we'll see. It's gonna be all about the snipes, mate. How good are the snipes gonna be? Oof. He gets 1 off. We do have a bit of a surround going. Erik, is this gonna be enough? Oh, the ultra just evaporates. There was no surround. Oh no, that's it, mate. With the death of that ultra, there's not enough here. Binski has too much momentum. If it wasn't for losing those infestors, then Erik would have been fine, but it looks like it is not to be the case. Sure, he's a little bit overstimmed, but there's no splash damage, man. There's only a handful of banelings. Like, Binski with the top right, with the center left, center right even. I don't think that Erik can come back into this without some spellcasters. He has 1 Viper, sure, but we'll see. Maybe with some miracle Baneling connections, maybe. He goes for a bit of a Ling run by. We'll find some damage again. Erik still doesn't know about the top right. If he knew about it, then it would be a little bit different, but... oh boy. Yeah. We have 1 infestor on the way. Let's go. To be fair, 1 infestor is huge. Like, 1 good fungal could turn the tide of a fight. Just realized there was a hidden lane there. I say 1 good fungal. Yo, he has burrow, right? He has burrow. Mines, baling mines. We need baling mines right now. We have limited CCs. We have limited scans. This is the natural base, by the way, here. Towards the north. Like, Bard Banes would be insane. If Ryu was here, he would go for it. Erik, because this game is so chaotic, it's slipping his mind. Another Ling run by. More lost economy. But we have the top right, so it doesn't matter. Oh boy. Now we have 2. Yo, we're getting a 3rd infestor. Yo, these infestors, they're worth their weight in gold, mate. They are so valuable right now. Oh, God. How good are the EMPs gonna be? Oh, the EMP! He connects! Both infestors get hit! Oh my God, that's... I think that's it. The EMP is exactly what he needed. I think we have 1 infestor that's coming out. Erik knows. He can't fight this. He gives up the base. He goes for another run by.
The hive cluster is under attack.
He thinks there's no mining. Oh God. There's just so much man with gun. We have 1 fungal. We have 1 fungal and 1 blinding cloud or parasitic bomb. I don't know if it's going to be enough. This is going to be the final stand here for Erik. He does connect with some of his banelings, but the splits are pretty good. We do have a fungal, but it's too late. There are only 2. There's only 1 ultra left. No, no, two ultras. Two ultras. Is it enough? Looks like it is not. Ah, God. It was so close. Erik finally scouts the top right. He finally sees. Ultras are good, but they need a little bit more support. The Ling reinforcements, is it going to be enough? The army gets picked up. In come the reinforcements. No! Erik just barely survived, but in come the reinforcements, and it's not going to be enough. The wave is too strong. We have 24 Lings on the way, but no Banelings. Binski even salvaged his bunker. That's how much he needs resources right now. Oh my god. The final mining base for Erik is gonna fall. So will the drones. We have Banelings on the way. But that is it for the economy of Erik. Oh, nice catch. Oh, he doesn't have detection. He can't actually kill the ghosts. There was a decent surround there. Erik fought his heart out. He fought so hard. But the snipes are too good. There's only one ultra left and it's barely alive. What a hard fought battle. Again, top right base was the MVP here for Binski as he pushes on forward. GG gets called. And Binski takes it, and so will License to Kill. Oof, GG. I brought it up when it happens. When 6 infestors went down for free, that was the end of the game. Essentially. We saw when there were 6 infestors outside the natural base, the bio comes in, we saw one fungal and that was it, and every single infestor went down. Like, it took Erik so long to get more infestors after that, and when he did, they just got EMP'd. That was basically the end of the game when that happened. GG, well played. Congratulations, License to Kill. We knew that they were the strongest team in the league, the strongest team in the playoffs, and it was unfortunate that we faced in the semifinals instead of the grand finals. And again, I was talking about the momentum, and Ryu losing game 1 was huge. That was huge for LTK, because that did mean that everyone else had to win if Oreo wanted to play. Like, 100% Oreo versus Kozen would have gone Oreo's way. Like, Oreo wins, like, 95% of the time. But we didn't get there. We didn't get there, unfortunately. GG. Erik versus Binski was very close. It was very close. Again, Erik slipped up a couple of times. If it wasn't for that, then we would have seen a game 4. Neo versus Rhizer was unfortunate. It was an unfortunate game for Neo. He went for a 2-base all-in, and it didn't really work. Ryu versus Rocker was a clown fiesta. Ryu just wanted a normal game. He just wanted a regular game. GG. GG, well played. What I will say is that I am proud of the CranKy Ducklings for us to make it out of the group stage and make it to the playoffs, make it to the top 4 teams in NA. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the Ducklings. It is a little bit unfortunate how things went here. If you didn't hear, Starduck was meant to play against Rhizer, but he was having internet issues, so Starduck wasn't able to compete. I would have loved to have seen a PvP between Starduck and Rhizer. I feel like Starduck would have had a really good chance at winning there. But Starduck has been having internet issues as well, so bit of a shame, bit of a shame. And yeah, wow, with that, GG. GG. Congratulations, License to Kill. We wish you the best of luck in the grand finals. As they move on to the finals to face, I believe, Apprentice Esports. I was trying to avoid looking at it, but yes. In the other semifinals, Apprentice Esports did bring down Genesis Gaming. My god. To move on to the grand finals. So yeah. NA versus NA. Meanwhile, Brendan SC, please check your DMs. Oh. I don't I don't have any DMs. What? Oh, wait, maybe he's talking about the CranKy Ducklings account. Maybe. On SC2. Oh. Oh god. But yeah, with that, I do want to again give a big shout out to License to Kill for what they were able to accomplish here, and we'll see how they do in the grand finals. Hopefully it gets casted. I'll speak to Sugar, because you know what? If no one casts it, we're up for it, right? We're up for casting some NA Apprentice versus License to Kill. That will be next week. They still haven't played out their series, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty insane. It's gonna be pretty insane when they do face. Again, we were a little bit unlucky, a little bit, but you know what? That's how best of ones go. That's how best of one goes. Yeah. Meanwhile, I gotta catch up to the chat. Gotta catch up in the chat. Oh god. What a crazy match. It was insane, man. It was insane. It was a good first run. True, this was our debut. I do want to preface that as well. This was the first team league that the CranKy Ducklings have played in. So I'm proud of how far we went. We got top 4. That's good enough. At least for season 3. Next season, we're gonna come back, and mate, we're coming for that #1 spot. Okay, like I'll be real. Put us up against any of the other teams, we would have won. We would have had it. And this is also a period where Neo and Erik are playing a lot of Age of Empires 4 as well. So yeah, GG, well played. Congratulations. And with that, we're done with our broadcast today. We started off with NA Apprentice with Group C. If you want to check out the VODs, check them out. And now we finish up here with Berserker Team League. Again, as a reminder, if you want to tune into some of our other BTL matches, we do have all the VODs available on Twitch. If you want to support the tournament, !Matcherino in the chat. If you want to check out the Matcherino page, I believe we have 11 codes remaining. 11 codes. So plenty of codes to go around. And this will support the #1 team, which won't be us, but regardless, support the North American scene regardless. As the way that BTL works is winner takes all. You have to be first if you want to get paid out. So unfortunately, it won't be us, but it will be either License to Kill or Apprentice Esports. They do deserve it. They have fought very hard and performed very well in this tournament. So yeah, give them plenty of love. Check them out on Matcherino, and you can support the tournament even further if you want with some of those quest rewards or by donating some of your own money. So yeah, that is all there if you wish. And with that, we're done. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. Our next broadcast is going to be in, I believe, 9 hours. Let me just double check. Yes, in just under 10 hours, we're going to be live with Grand Platypus Open. That is, of course, our weekly Oceanic and Southeast Asian tournament. So even though here we were denied of Oreo didn't get to play in BTL, he will be playing tonight in GPO. So players like Oreo, Starduck, Mio Micah, Ender, Gogo Joey, Beastork. If you want to tune in to some of the best in Southeast Asia and Oceania, then check us out in 10 hours. I know it's at an awful time for North America and Latin America. I know. But if you're on a DGen sleep schedule, or if you're based in Europe, or if you're based in Australia, then check it out. We have some great StarCraft going on there. I'm going to be casting alongside Yaku Zaku. You can see Yaku there in the chat. He's going to be casting alongside me, and we're going to be having a lot of fun with these new backgrounds. It's a new feature here on Discord that now we have. Even though I don't have a green screen, we're here. We're in Battle City. It's amazing. The Discord City, I don't know. We got to figure it out. But yeah, we're going to be having some fun with our broadcast now. I know Steel is going to be all over this as well, because you can add like custom images. So yeah, it's going to be great. And yes, thank you everyone for supporting. If you want to tune in to more of the CranKy Ducklings, be sure to hit that follow button. Check us out on social media. Check us out on YouTube as well. All of our VODs get uploaded to YouTube. So if you prefer YouTube VODs instead of Twitch VODs, then we got you. We got you there. And I don't blame you. Twitch isn't the best site for videos on demand. I feel personally attacked. True. If you want to follow me, I'm light_VIP. I'm there on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. I do stream occasionally throughout the week. I may stream later on today, maybe a ladder session or two. I also play some Final Fantasy 14 if you're interested in that sort of stuff. But yeah, if you want just StarCraft casting, it's all here, all on the CranKy Ducklings. And we even participate in team leagues as well. We didn't make it out of the semifinals, but again, semifinals is pretty good. It's pretty good. I also just realized, hold on, if you want to tune in or if you want to check out the Wikipedia page, boom, it's there in the Twitch chat, so you can have a look at the results over the entire season of Berserker Team League, as well as the playoff match, which is also going to be a best of 5 towards the end there. So exciting stuff. And yeah, with that, thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, and we will see you next time. If you want to stick around, we're going to give a bit of a cheeky raid to someone. Who is there to raid? That is the big question. Yes, I will check DMs. I will check DMs after the cast. Don't worry. God, Skylar, what's up, mate? You're late. We just finished the cast. God damn it, Skylar. God damn it. Kiwian. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Who's streaming right now? We typically want to support smaller streamers. So I know Pig is streaming. Kiwian is streaming. Ooh, English stream. Tempting. Very tempting. Who else? Neuro, Winter, Disc. He's NA based. Maybe Uko is streaming. Tempted. Rushi, Poison. Those are the notable ones. I'm tempted to give it to Uko because we did have an Uko fan earlier, and Uko is playing an NA apprentice. So yeah, we're gonna give some love to him. But again, as people are saying, if you want to tune into some other StarCraft streams, they're going on right now. Kiwian, aka Top, he's laddering in English, so give him plenty of love as well. He's a great guy. And yeah. And Rushi as well. So thank you so much everyone for tuning in. We'll see you in 10 hours. Ciao. Ciao.